Okay, here's a Goulds water pump that I've been working on for a while. It's model designation 2.5 by 4, which is the bore and the stroke. It's the Goulds pyramid pump. Let's see. I've had this for a year or so. Started working on it a few months ago, slowly on and off, and got it pretty far. I pulled all 4 check valves out, made new rubber seats for those. They cleaned up pretty well. I took pretty much the whole thing apart, and but there was a lot of rust in there, a lot of flaky stuff, like it had been water been sitting for a long time. Now the piston was unrecognizable. You couldn't tell what it was. It was just a big ball of rust. So I'll show you what I ended up with. I'm kind of sorry that I didn't make a before video, but let's see, pull my piston out here. This is what I ended up with. It's 2 pieces of rubber, about 3/16 inch thick. There's about a 1/16 of an inch gap there. 2 aluminum discs, and it works pretty well. It's got a nice tight fit in there. Maybe too tight. I might sand these rubber discs down a hair just so it's a little loose, and it didn't do too bad. I mean, like I said, this was just a big ball of rust. I had to actually take an angle grinder and just grind a big old spot just to see what it was, to tell that there was one steel disc and 2 pieces of rubber with a gap in between them, and then another disc, and then the nut on the end. I mean, it looked like nothing. But I managed to salvage about 1/2 inch worth of threads on the end. The end looks like this. It's just the same thing on each end. I just put a bunch of washers there for spacers, and it's nice and tight, and it works pretty well. You can't see the bore, but the cylinder's brass. It was a little scored. I don't know why. I mean, it was, unless something had gotten in there, some rocks or something, damaged the cylinder. But it seals pretty well. I honed it quite a bit to buff out any of the waviness in the cylinder. So set that back in there. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can run it off of my Novo engine at the show next month in Delaware Valley. But the only thing I have to do now is redo the packing for the shaft where it goes through the plate here. I've got some small cotton twine, about 1/8 inch diameter. I'll soak it in grease and pack it in there nice and tight. Hopefully that'll stop the water. I'll have a bit more on it once I get it pumping water. It's heavy, I know they make them a lot bigger than this, but this thing's heavy. So, that's it for now.